See if I get some
The first one was at
inspection.
6:02 yesterday, and I just asked, I said, Joyce, since you're either unable or unwilling to encourage a phone conversation between CJ and I would wish to advise you on the town. The schools are not in session per our custody agreement dated 5/31. I can exercise parenting time when a minor child all days in school not in session. I would like to pick her up at 7 or 8 since I'm unable to speak to you on the phone. Thank you for your time and understanding.
And when was that?
Last night at 6:02. Yesterday, 6:02.
Okay.
Today, 11:06. This was before I spoke to you guys. Joy, I'm in town. I wish to exercise my visit. This was after I spoke with Minidoka. I wish to exercise my visitation under our current custody agreement, order section, and then I gave her the date. Thank you. Then she forwarded all the messages that I supposedly sent her in this message in our group message, and you can see all the forwards. There's nothing about me killing myself or anything like that. She sends them all in these messages to Levi, and Levi always responds. She never does. So it's always Levi. You can see, so this is Joy where she's sending it to Levi. And then this is Levi. Mr. Knapp, per the order, we get her for 1 full week. He goes on to explain it, then he sends me his copy cutting off section C. So I responded back after, this is Joy sending more pictures of what I sent her. And then he said, Mr. Knapp, we'll be there at 6 p.m. If you have any problem with that, get a hold of our lawyer at Anthem. You will not need to text Joy about this any matter anymore. Contact our lawyer. So then right after that,
Okay.
I sent an email to Brett Anthem, and I had sent him one prior to speaking to him. Me and Brett had been discussing this through. And it started in regards to the custodial interference at 11:03 today. Mr. Anthem, I've attempted to exit my visitation under court order dated today. Mr. Mitchell refused to respond. Report was filed with the Sheriff's order explained to them by the judge. They will forward this to Cassia for action. In the meantime, I'm in the state, wish to exercise visitation. Client won't respond. Advised by the sheriffs to advise you of the situation to see if you could assist. Thank you for your time, Aaron Knapp per se. That's the last response I sent. When I spoke to you guys and you said you weren't going to do anything, I said, okay. I went back over and spoke with that lieutenant that talked to me earlier, and he says, look, I read the order as that you can exercise your visitation today. But he goes, they're right. They're not going to enforce our order any more than, you know, we're going to, I don't know what the deal is between that. And he says, so just pick her up at 6 and everything will be fine. He goes, you can file contempt charges on the other stuff and we'll move forward. That's your safest bet. I said, okay. And then I walk out of the freaking courthouse and I get the call from you. I don't even know when I had time to send these messages. And again, she did this to me last time I was down to pick up. And Detective Phillips says that they're not going to believe her anymore when she comes in and makes these false charges. And then immediately you're yelling at me on the phone like I did this. I didn't do this. And the fact that you say, who else would have done it? I don't know. The person that filed the statement. I filed the statement with you guys about the statement she made prior to coming in on the molestation. She made one statement to the doctor. An hour later, she made a different statement to you. Deputy Fooker asked her, do you know where it occurred at? No. She went to the courthouse and filed in your guys' restraining order in Cassia stating that she did know. It happened at the Burley or the Minidoka Police Hayburn Motel 8, Super 8. And that I sent that report in with all those reports copied and showed the timeline. I would not be. Why would I? After you just told me I could pick her up in 4 hours, why would I send something dumb like that?
You know, I don't know, but I can't think of anyone else who would have.
But what phone did it come from?
Okay. Aaron,
Yes.
this is the message that she received.
You realize that's from a wait. Listen, bitch, I know what I do. Have a gun, and I'm ready to use it if you don't want to end up in a grave. Okay, you realize that's from a computer message. Reply at textmessage.net.
Okay, but look at it the way that
You have a smartphone, right? That
Yeah,
gets on the internet?
it does. And in fact, would you like to see
look
where
at the
I
way
can
that we
show
have.
you my-
Aaron, look at me. Look at the way that we have to look at this. Okay, she said that she got this message. She doesn't have kids with anyone else but you, who's having a custody issue. That's what led us to talking to you about that. Okay.
Okay.
And when you get threats, when people get threats like that, we take that seriously. You know.
You can't prove it's me, and again, she's done this before.
Again, we don't need to prove it's you. We just have reason to suspicion that it's
But
you.
why would you have reasonable suspicion when I just talked with Corporal
Okay,
Detective Phillips
today,
and said she's lying?
today you are having a custody battle with your wife, ex-wife,
I'm not my
Okay.
ex-girlfriend, baby.
ex-girlfriend, baby mama. Okay? As soon as I get done talking to you, she gets a text threatening her life.
I'm in the car.
And then she gets another text saying, you called the sheriff's office?
I did call
Okay.
the sheriff's office.
It's enough.
No, she got the text saying that someone complained about her calling the sheriff's office.
She called the sheriff's office?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so she got another one after we spoke?
Yeah.
While I was in the sheriff's
Don't
department
act
at the place?
surprised. We know it's you.
No, it's not.
Okay?
No, it's not.
All I'm saying
It's
is,
not me.
just like I said
I
before,
was in the other police
do not
department.
have contact with her.
This is the other
till
message
6
she
o'clock.
received.
That's amazing. I mean, again, you guys have proof that she filed a false police report last time. I showed you all the false statements she made. She's made 8 different false claims against me over the years. I can show you messages, you wouldn't believe it, but I have messages where she's done this before. She has a fake profile on Facebook called Linda Smith in San Jose that she used to use to send messages to me, saying that Clarity wasn't my daughter, to herself, and then tried to use that in some way to get me mad. This is her MO. I mean, again, I can show my timeline of events. I left here and I drove directly to the courthouse. When you called me, I had just walked out of the courthouse. I was on video in there the whole time. My phone was in the car. I was speaking with the lieutenant, or sergeant at the time. Prior to that, I was on the phone with the lieutenant. I spent my time in the courthouse.
You had someone in your car with you, right?
Yes, I did.
They could have done it.
Anyway,
While you were sitting
I
next
can
to
show you all my stuff
Okay.
on my phone, even my
Listen,
search history.
I'm going to tell you like I've told you 10 times already. No contact with her.
I'm not going to contact her.
All right, and leave it alone. We'll see you at
But
6.
here's the thing. Again, I don't like being accused of something I didn't do.
Well, unfortunately, I believe you did do it.
Well, it doesn't really matter if
So-
you believe if you don't have proof.
I don't need proof. We
So
already established that.
if I go on a text message app right now and send messages and say they're from her, then you're gonna believe that too? That's what you just showed me. You showed me text message apps. You can trace those back to the number they were sent from. You can go look at her
Aaron,
phone and her computer.
we talked about why though we thought it was you. You're the only one that she's having issues with custody wise right now. Okay.
But
And she has no idea you came in till we went over there and talked to her.
Yeah, I already emailed her lawyer. Her lawyer was aware, and I'd already messaged her and told Levi and was talking to them about all this stuff. Whether I came in here to talk to you guys or not doesn't matter. I knew this was coming. I called last night to ask. It happened last time I came down, on the very day I came down. Thursday, I'm supposed to be here for court on Friday. Thursday at 1:12:30, she's in the doctor's office filing false reports. At 1:30, she's in here filing false reports. At 3:30, she's in the police station over there, the courthouse filing false reports. On the stand, she impeached herself. She lied. She said, and I have a recording of it, she said Officer Budafukur not only took her over to the police station to sit her down and help her with the custody paper, or the restraining order paperwork, that he gave her pertinent information about what my daughter said to him in that investigation. Problem was, he never spoke to my daughter. And he would have never given that information out, because you guys made it very clear, ongoing investigations, you can't give information out. But yet I can give you the recording of her making those statements on the stand in direct contradiction to what your officers will say. I talked to Detective Phillips right before I came down here, and he said, I'm not going to believe anything else she has to say. You have no worries, sir. If you come back down here and she makes any false charges, if there's no evidence, we won't do anything to you. And yet here you guys are doing it to me again. I don't get it.
I'm not.
I have nothing
Did
but
I say I'm going to arrest you right
No,
now?
but you're
I did
but
not.
It's my.
I'm just telling you, do not have contact with her.
You're yelling at me.
And then you keep on talking to me about this.
Why are you yelling at
The
me?
conversation's done.
Okay.
Do not have contact. See you
Again,
6. That's it.
I'll just be in your parking lot till then, because I don't want to
Okay.
get accused of anything else.
Okay, we'll see you at 6.
But I would appreciate it in the future if you did not yell at me.